So you're planning to buy that sweet 450 GS that just launched at a very good price according to me, and I'm here to help you out with that decision today. A big disclaimer before we start this video: I'm not making this video to discourage you from buying that bike. The purpose of this video is just to share my experience of owning a BMW bike, though it was an entry-level bike, but I think it will still help you a little bit. And to talk about the maintenance of these bikes, since not a lot of channels are talking about it, so let's start with the basic, the routine maintenance. Now you can check my previous videos. I've I think uploaded 4 of them about the services, the routine services of my bike. Now the first service, which was after 1000 kilometers or after 1 month, costed me around 6,000 to 7,000 rupees, and it was a basic servicing, like they just checked a few things and changed my engine oil. After that, every service was 10,000 kilometers apart or 1 year, and usually it costed me around 8 to 10,000. Now most of the times I used to skip washing because I live in a different city, and even if I get it washed, by the time I reached home it was completely dirty again. So I used to skip washing. I used to wash myself, and I also used to skip the chain lube part of the servicing. So I used to, save a little bit here and there. It was not much, but if you add it, I think the average cost will always be above 8,000. Now I'm talking about the 310 models. Now keeping that in mind, the engine on the 450s are obviously bigger. It will consume more oil to start with, and I think all the other related parts will be a little bit on the higher side. Now obviously the official figures are yet to come out, since the deliveries have not started, I think, but expect the routine servicing to cost around 12 to 14,000 for that bike, which will be obviously once in a year, so that part is fine. Now the parts that you should look out for are the ones that wear out, and since the bike is in adventure category, you're going to use it like one, and the parts are going to be changed more frequently, like the chain, the brakes, the clutch cable, and the tires, of course. Now for tires, I'm going to exclude them because you buy any bike, it's going to be more or less the same, but all the other parts, I think they are worth considering. So there's a thing about BMW that you should know. I have mentioned it in some of my previous videos. The parts are made in India, so they are not that expensive, but the labor costs are quite a bit on the higher side. So even if you're changing a spare part, the labor cost is going to hit you. For example, when I had to change the clutch cable on that bike, the G310R, the clutch cable costed me around 900, and the labor was around 1100 or 1200, so the total cost was 2000 to 2200. Another example, when I inquired about the cost of the battery, the official BMW battery, they quoted me a price of around 11,000. I'm not kidding. They actually quoted me 11,000 for the battery of a 300cc motorcycle. This is another video in which I mentioned the throttle sensor was acting up, and it was obviously covered under warranty, but they informed me that the cost I would have to bear if it was not under warranty would have been around 13 to 14,000. I'm mentioning again and again that these are for G310R, and you should get an idea how much it is going to cost for a higher cc bike. So before you decide to buy this bike, or any bike for that matter, instead of talking to the sales representative, get the number of the service center and talk to the service manager directly and ask a few things which I'm going to tell you now. Your first question is of course about the routine maintenance of the bike. How much is it going to cost you on an average? The second thing you're going to ask is about these specific parts: the front brakes, the rear brakes, the chain sprocket set, what else? The clutch cable, of course. And ask for the price including the labor cost, because it makes a huge difference when you add the labor cost. So in conclusion, if you are buying that bike very comfortably, I don't think you need to worry about the maintenance. But if you are stretching your budget from say a 390 Adventure, then I think you should be really informed before you get into this. It's a really good bike. On paper the specs are really good. The question is, will you be able to keep it comfortably? Because owning it is the easy part. Living with it and maintaining it comfortably is the real story. And on that note, I'll end the video here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.